Hi, I'm Elena, and I'm going to be talking to you about the Instagram strategy for Off-White. Their Instagram account has 10.2 million followers, and they're following 31. So it shows that they don't have to interact with the audience by following them in order for them to like the content. And they upload about 5 to 6 times a day through posts, and they upload frequently on their stories. They're reposting other people's stuff and their own in other locations. Off-White has a variety of content on their Instagram profile. They repost pictures of art, including like architecture and photography from other accounts that are kind of vintage looking and distressed. And then they also have a lot of pictures with people just modeling their clothing in different aesthetics that all somehow sync together. And then they have video clips that are film, so they look vintage, but the content that's actually in them is modern. So it's kind of like their brand. They like to mix those two, which is becoming very popular. And then they have a lot of just product photography, which is usually a product laid behind a graphic, and they also do things like putting products in cool places to attract attention from people scrolling because it's unusual. And overall, all of these things connect with each other. They're pretty consistent with it, so the audience enjoys it and continues to support it. The strengths of Instagram is that they get to post a lot of celebrities, and celebrities will tag them, so it expands their reach and audience by having those people as amplifiers. They're very consistent with their posting, so they're constantly popping up on the feed. And their weaknesses, they do have a very specific target audience. They're only following 31 people, so the chances that other people will like them are lower. Opportunity, since they're always doing collaborations with brands that are not necessarily fashion related, that makes them reach a whole entire different genre of people. Threats, there's a lot of competitors in the hypebeast type of brand that their Instagram profiles look very similar because they do have the same or similar target audiences. There aren't a lot of competitors in this market because they're more focused on quality and not quantity, but two that are pretty up there with Off-White is going to be Supreme and Bape. Supreme's ratio is pretty similar. They only followed, I think, 10 people, and that's about what Off-White's is, but they do not have a consistent schedule for posting. Bathing Ape has only 4.7 million, but they do have multiple accounts because they have an account for each of their countries that they're in, and they post 1 to 2 times on just the US one as well with stories. Off-White's Instagram audience is mostly located in urban cities with businesses and hardworking people, and they are typically wealthy because the product is very expensive, so most likely the viewers are going to be affluent as well. And it's more towards the millennial age because they are more interested in modern fashion and innovating trends and just staying up to date with what's going on now. The new target audience is going to be focused on people who are located in these fast-paced communities that I talked about in the previous slide and that have careers involved with media, like music industry, artists, social media influencers, content creators, because these people are very involved and aware of new trends and how to navigate social media in general. And also, I included people that are independent because those people are typically more self-driven and motivated and prosperous, and those are the type of people that will typically buy Off-White's products. The persona I created is a YouTuber who is very successful, and so he makes a lot of money off of that, and gaming, which is becoming a normal thing in society, making money off of social media, and those people are very driven and aware of what's going on in the media and how things are changing and evolving. He lives in Los Angeles, so that's in a location where this brand would be very useful. People do enjoy it because a lot of people in Los Angeles like to buy designer clothing, especially streetwear that's comfortable. His hobbies are filming, gaming, and then he does do a lot of shopping. He does have the money, so he would be able to fit into this category. So the objective is going to be generating a new campaign that is promoted through advertisements within an 8-mile radius of the Los Angeles store location, because those are the people that are going to be most interested in it, and if that works out, then we can expand the area. And the goal is to increase the click-to-site traffic from Instagram by 15% in 3 months, because this means that people are going to our website from Instagram, and that means our Instagram engagement is increasing as well. And then the KPIs are follower levels, reach, impressions, traffic, engagement rate, and all of these statistics are related to the objective, because if they're increasing or decreasing, we can determine whether the strategy is successful or not. If the likes are going up, followers are going up, then it is being successful, and if they're going down or not moving, then it is not effective. And then I'll also be utilizing the awareness stage and loyalty and advocacy stage, because the people on the awareness stage are going to be the ones we are trying to influence through people that are in the stage, because those people are helping us reach the awareness stage. The first stage is going to be creating the new creators collection. So we can look at data from previous products and see what people bought more and how those things all have something in common, and use those things in the new designs, as well as incorporating new characteristics that we can incorporate in future projects. Also partner with the upcoming influencers, so connect with them and offer collaborations. Those will be used to expand our audience. And then we need to shoot content and media with these influencers and post them about 5 to 6 times a day. So we do need to be gathering a lot so we can schedule everything out and automatically release it. So these 3 influencers listed are people who have had an extreme amount of growth in the presence on social media, and it all started on TikTok, which is currently a huge platform for people and pretty much everyone's using it. So now their rates are going up because everyone has started to get on it. They are evolving every standard and expectation of social media and bringing it in a whole different direction. And this is the first time that's happened in a while. So to continue to have the support of our present audience on Instagram, we need to continue to incorporate our signature brand characteristics and logos, colors, aesthetic to keep them interested in our content. And we also need to reach different types of people through the new influencers platforms, because they have such a huge rate of growth. And then we need to remain consistent with interacting with the audience and showing our appreciation, and also being consistent with how active we are on social media and our presence on there, and showing that we are using the app just like our users. The overall goal to increase our brand's engagement on Instagram and the navigation to the website can be determined by the increase of our data regarding likes, followers, comments, and engagement overall, and also data of profile visits from external sources. If we get clicks from the influencers' profiles or ads on other places, then we'll be able to tell that those are working or if they're not. And if those numbers are remaining the same, that means that this strategy was not effective and that we need to do other approaches, and these things are not growing and they're not in sync with the current drives of the market. The main focus is expanding the awareness stage, because when you expand it, they are more directed towards becoming a customer.